to achieve the targets. And of course this has to be done first through research. Research is the basis, and we have invested only this year as Europe, together of course with the industrial investment, together with the investment of the member state, but Europe alone has this year invested 105 million euros into the safe, intelligent car related research. And we're going to present today the biggest piece of this research, which is the PReVENT initiative. Here we have spent 30 million euros. But that is only a small part of the story. The big story behind is that we brought together industry and research communities in order to have a joint venture, in order together to go for results. And of course, then we need elements to come out, concrete elements, one of those being equal by the end of this decade. We have also provided regulation, because regulation is needed if you want to have the whole industry, all the places number, the 112. And this has become, by European law, a legal obligation for the 27 member states. Member states who... So that are the goals, but what are we doing today? Yesterday, the European Commission adopted a new policy document. There we reaffirm the commitment for the intelligent car, because, ladies and gentlemen, we are not here speaking about policy, we are speaking about human lives. Our target to halve the death toll on our roads is laid by 4,000 men and women who die too much on our road, and these numbers could be dramatically cut if we implement it. For instance, eCall, we have calculated that in this first hour where the emergency services are not coming in time, well, 2,500 people uselessly use their lives. So having e-cars by 2011. What are now the next very concrete steps? Well, first, eCall. There are more and more countries signing the Memorandum of Understanding. Today there are going to be signatures, but still we are far from the 27 countries. So if we do not have a very quick move towards the eCall, the Commission is compulsory. And I will decide on this by 2008. I regret, for instance, that this direction. And then there is also the international dimension of the intelligent car. And that is where we need to discuss with our friends from other continents in order to have common standards. So it is not only working inside of Europe, bringing industry and research and member states together, it is also working outside of Europe in order to have, and nobody is buying technology for the sake of technology. People are buying technology because it helps them save lives. It helps them have a better life. Switzerland and Finland with very good results. Well, that is good practice, and I believe we really should go to this direction, and I encourage all member states to follow these very good examples. So
VIP core group members, these are CEOs, CTOs, vice presidents of the companies represented in the PReVENT core group, and I will shortly introduce these people just by naming them, and I ask them to raise their arm to indicate. Matthias.
Good morning.
From Volvo Technology, Lars Göran Rosengren. From PSA, Peugeot, we have Jean-Pierre Goedgebuer.
Thank you. You would probably be asking, why is Daimler, Mercedes-Benz taking up the coordination of such an important project? The answer is very simple. As you know, Mercedes-Benz, Daimler has always had vision protection, and the other is in the area of safety. Now, safety in all its facets, not only in passenger cars, but also in trucks, vans, and buses. As Commissioner Reding said regarding electric.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the viewpoint of BMW is very clear. I do not want to enter in details with regard to the PReVENT project, because you will see all of the outcome when you are driving these vehicles. What I compare is where were we standing 3 years ago, where were we standing now, and the progress with regard to active safety.
It's very important to be in a close relation with them, so we do understand and we develop a useful technology that is going to go on the market as soon as possible. And that is what's said, it's always takes time. It takes time to develop the technology, it takes time to develop the implementation, and it takes time to have the acceptance. So that's very important for us to share those ideas and to understand the path toward concrete application. The next point.
The safety and the efforts in this part. We have done a lot about passive safety. We are doing a lot about the active safety, but we think that preventive safety, taking into account all the technologies, all the possibilities offered by technology, navigation and so on, have to be a common understanding, a common way to work for the future. And I think that here today are all the
Yeah, very good morning from me also. I'm the representative of the Ford Motor Company. We think in our industry we don't often enough talk about our vision, and the Commissioner talked about the vision to halve deaths on the road by 2010 by 50%, but the industry's vision goes well beyond that. Our vision is zero fatalities, yeah, zero deaths on the road, and nothing else will really do. And in that context, PReVENT plays an important role, because we have come to the end of the road with passive safety. There is nothing more to be done. And accident mitigation is no longer moving the needle towards zero fatalities. We need to go from accident mitigation into accident prevention. And
intelligent vehicles. So the contribution has been very exciting also for us, because we have different R&D centers in Germany and in France. All of them contribute with PReVENT, and it has been really a fantastic chance for us to demonstrate the way we can integrate innovation inside of this intelligent vehicle. I fully support the vision. The intelligent vehicle have to be also user-friendly. People have to buy the intelligent vehicle. People have to drive.
So, of course, what I hope for in this collaboration is that we can together invent an intelligent electronic safety belt. Thank you.
Or PSA, Peugeot, Citroën. Well, in fact, I think it's difficult to find now something original to say. But in fact, I would like to say that my company is, as you probably know, is strongly involved in safety aspects. And as my colleague said before, I think that preserving life is one of the most exciting challenges of electronic devices. We are an end user, and so all the electronic devices that are inserted in cars must be absolutely secure in order to protect life.
Okay, then I would like to ask all the speakers to come to the front for a family picture.
Yeah, just put this away. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, and then
objectives. One is to generate R&D projects, and one of our area of activities is road safety. We have also mechatronics. and mobility and services. That's why you have to pay separately. Nevio by itself didn't participate in PReVENT for the basic reasons that we didn't exist when PReVENT was launched. But nearly all the French partners inside PReVENT are also members of Nevio.
Project that we in the European Commission have had the possibility of co-financing, the project PReVENT. The policy response will come essentially from Viviane, Remi, the Commissioner, the European Commissioner for Information Society and Media, who will be giving the point of view of the Commission on development in this area, and she will be doing that on the basis of a policy document that on her proposal the College of the Commissioners adopted yesterday, taking stock of where we are, and we shall have the honor of listening to our host, Mr. Etienne Pinte, member of the French National Parliament, plus the point of view of the suppliers industry. And finally, we will have Mr. David Ward, who's the chairman of the FIAT Foundation, who will tell us about progress that is being made on the awareness initiative technology, Mr. Ward. So you see we have an important list of speakers. This occasion, this opening section will be an occasion to, as I said, to interact, to hear the two sides. Later on, after the speeches will be over, we shall be moving outside. You will have already seen the tents, where we will have the ribbon cutting ceremony. We shall open the exhibition and we shall unveil. After that, we will have the start of the series of demonstrations. Mrs. Remi will have the honor of opening the series of tests. But we will have 3 days of tests. Combined with this exhibition, we also have some other important events that will take place this afternoon. First of all, you are all familiar with the e-poll initiative, which unfortunately is not developing as fast as we would like. And this afternoon we shall also have 2 additional events. One will be a general meeting of the e-safety forum, which many of you are familiar with, is the organization that drives the Intelligent Car Initiative. There will be a number of issues that will be discussed there, that will be taking stock of progress, but in particular they will take the floor.
Madame le ministre de la Recherche scientifique et de l'enseignement supérieur, qui va nous rejoindre, comme vient de nous le dire Monsieur le Président de cette séance, elle va nous rejoindre avec le ministre de la Recherche scientifique de Chine. Madame le commissaire, Monsieur le professeur et vice-président de Daimler, le maire de Versailles et le parlementaire que je suis est heureux de vous souhaiter la bienvenue en France et tout particulièrement à Versailles, pour nos amis étrangers, a été accompagné pour vous accueillir par le Conseil général des Yvelines, le Conseil régional de France, avec ces 3 millions de visiteurs chaque année au château, qui viennent du monde entier. Un accélérateur, un facilitateur pour Versailles, afin de développer ce pôle de compétitivité Movio dont je viens de vous parler. Nous avons dédié 40 hectares d'un foncier qui est rare en Île-de-France et cher, pour montrer à quel point celle qui permettra d'éviter beaucoup d'accidents, celle qui sera non polluante et celle qui sera accessible aux personnes handicapées.
Etienne Pinte, maire of Versailles, dear Mrs. Viviane, European Commission, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great... Eurosceptics have doubts about the benefits of the European Union project. Some say that Europe is distant from citizens. This event is the evidence that we can improve the quality of life of our citizens, facing the needs of mobility and keeping safety at the center of our efforts. Public and private sector working together for a common and noble objective, improve the safety of mobility and help to reduce the victims on the road, anonymous citizens. In 2001, Portugal managed to reduce road victims by 42%, the highest percentage in the European Union. This positive result was achieved against the background of a continued growth in road traffic. But this does not make the 2nd of October. Member States will agree a directive on road infrastructure safety management. This directive will implement harmonized road safety audits and road safety inspections. The objective is to improve the safety of roads in the European Union. Let me finish by thanking the members of the e-Safety Forum and you all for the imagination and dedication that you have put into your projects. I wish you a successful meeting today. Thank you for your attention.
Thanks to Mr. Lino for this message. I now have the honor of giving the floor to Commissioner Bienvenue.
Monsieur le député maire, permettez au nom de tous qui viendront aujourd'hui, qui étaient là hier, qui resteront pendant toutes ces journées, de vous remercier personnellement pour l'engagement et de remercier votre belle ville et tous ceux de vos collaborateurs qui nous ont aidés à rendre cet événement phare de la sécurité routière, de la sécurité des voitures possible. Nous nous sentons chez nous à Versailles, c'est grâce à vous, un tout grand merci. Mr. President of the Council, dear colleague Mario, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this very important day for European research, for European industry, for European citizens, and for the Intelligent Car Initiative. I'm very proud to open, being based on 3 solutions. First, to assist drivers to be safer and be more economical. Second, to prevent or avoid accidents. And third, to provide real-time traffic information in order to reduce congestion and optimize journeys. Now, despite the potential, the possibilities of research and development, not just with new systems, but also examples from the policy side. I would like to mention eCall, which is gathering speed and project. And we are stepping up our research efforts with 105 million euro going into cooperative research under FP7 only this year. And we are also on the way to launch operational trials to test out the intelligent car in Europe. In addition, we have launched awareness actions part of the drivers because they have the highest accident toll. And I can also point to the e-safety aware and to the Choose ESC programs, which are very efficient indeed for accident avoidance. So one by one, first the e-call. We have already made progress, and I am very call asking the stakeholders to take necessary actions for implementing the e-call immediately. And today, Portugal, Spain, and the Czech Republic will sign the e-call memorandum. This is why the Commission is going to continue its efforts to get all member states committed to e-call. And on the side of the industry, we will start negotiations in 2010. ESC, Electronic Stability Control. You very well know that this could save 4,000 lives each year on our roads if the car would be equipped. And it would help avoiding 100,000 serious accidents. The challenge is that availability of ESC is still very low, and that it varies greatly from market to market. For instance, 85% in Sweden and 31% half-second warning time and would reduce rear-end collisions by 60%. The impact study indicates that we need an extra artificial bottlenecks coming from delays of agreeing standards, lack of interoperability, the complicated human interfaces, difficult. Second element, cleaner cars. The fact is that raising mobility does not mean less pollution, it means more pollution. Car usage represents around 12% of the overall EU emissions of CO2, which is responsible for 71% of oil consumptions in the EU, out of which road transport accounts for 60%. Essentially aid to reduce CO2 in the EU and raise energy efficiency. The e-safety forum working group on ICT for clean and efficient mobility is working on a methodology to quantify the impact of ICT in intelligent cars in relation to the community's climate change objective, and then a roadmap for the deployment of the most effective technologies. This is very important and urgent as work, and I look forward to the results. Vehicles will communicate to each other and with the infrastructures in order to the cooperative systems. Vehicle to vehicle, vehicle to infrastructure communications hold the promise of major improvements in the efficiency of the transport system, also through large-scale field operational tests. The Intelligent Car Report also proposes actions on the so-called nomadic or brought-in devices. These, the core group, the 53 partners, you have done an excellent work during this project, and you have done an excellent work organizing this event. And I would like all of you to be proud the moment on the ribbon is cut. Director General, we don't manage that with the ribbon, but we will cut it right, because that will be the moment when we can see the exhibit, when we can see the car testing, and that is the moment where ideas come true and where research goes to the roads. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mrs. Redding. No one dared pronounce my name. He has been practicing the whole night, and as you noticed, he has done it very well. Dear Commissioner Reding, Excellencies, honored colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, vehicle and traffic safety has always been a major concern at Daimler. We take great pride in the fact that Mercedes-Benz passenger cars and trucks have pioneered a lot in the number of accident reductions in the last many years. In fact, if you look at the statistics, we have a dramatic reduction even though the number of kilometers that have been driven per year has increased. So we are very much in line with the target set by the European Commission. To support this goal, Daimler has been heavily engaged in joint pre-competitive research in the fields of vehicle safety and technology, both on the national and on the international side. Now I can still vividly remember the years when we started the first, probably the very first joint automotive research, Prometheus. This was probably one of the largest research activities. It started in 1986 and it was a very difficult project, but it was also a project which laid the foundation of Europeans easier in the last 20 years. But I think you'll agree with me when you see the results today on the test track, it was very much worth the effort. From our point of view, pre-competitive research jointly together with other automotive manufacturers and competitors